My name is Dr. Chris Atchison-Clare, and I'm the director of SILMAR, Purdue University's Center for Intercultural Learning, Mentorship, Assessment, and Research. And I'm here today to talk to you about a tool that is in the Hubble Toolbox. These videos are not meant for learners or the end users of intercultural learning, but rather for teachers, trainers, mentors, instructors who are trying to encourage intercultural learning. And the tool that I'm going to explore today for you and talk to you a little bit more about how to actually put it into practice is called the Intercultural Development Orientations Classifications Card Game. That is a mouthful. It's especially useful, I think, for people who are qualified administrators of the Intercultural Development Inventory. So if that's you, your ears might be perking up at this point. We do a lot at SILMAR, we do a lot of group debriefings for various instruments, and the IDI is one of them. And so when we do IDI debriefings, we have activities that we incorporate into the hour-long or so debriefing that we do to help people understand better the intercultural development continuum, but also to help them, process and talk through their results. So for a long time, we used an activity called Mindsets that Janet Bennett created, where you hang signs around the room for the different orientations, and then there's paragraphs that you can use to sort of give people an idea of what different orientations are, and then they go around and stand around the room to designate where they think their paragraph is on the orientations. And we really like that activity. We use it a lot. This is an alternative to that activity. It works well when you have people who don't want to get up and move around, or you can't get up and move around the room, as with the Mindsets game. So this is a card game, and the cards are included in the activity, the download from the activity. This is an original SILMAR activity, and so everything's available freely. You can download everything, you don't have to buy anything. So you just download and then print the cards, and you can laminate them if you want them to last longer, or you can just print them every time you use them. But it's a set of cards like this, and each one just has a statement on it that is meant to represent one of the 5 orientations on the intercultural development continuum, ranging from denial all the way through adaptation. So an example, this one says, "I just don't understand why people make such a big deal about cultural differences," which sounds a lot like denial to me. This one says, "I attempt to treat other people as I would like to be treated, which means I do not belittle other cultures or agree with stereotypes." Okay, so that one to me sounds a lot like minimization. Anyway, the way that this works is you'll hand out the cards amongst a group of people. So if you have a small group that you're working with, you can just choose some of the cards and have everybody look at them together. Or you could give one card to each person. If you're dealing with a large group of people, then you would want to divide them up into groups of 3 to 4 people to where they can chat about cards, and then give each group however many cards you can based on how many is here. I think there's about 25 or 30 cards here. So if you had 5 groups, then each one might have something like 5 cards. And you don't have to be really specific about it to try to give each group, one for each orientation or anything like that. In fact, it's actually more useful to have it really mixed up so that people have to think more critically instead of just like in a matching question, eliminate some possibilities and then they have the rest of their answers. So the point of discussion is that as people who are in these groups are analyzing the cards and trying to figure out how they line up with the different orientations on the intercultural development continuum, then they come to a much deeper understanding of what it actually looks like and sounds like to be coming from that perspective towards difference. So hopefully these will be helpful to you, whether you are or are not a qualified administrator of the intercultural development continuum. I'm sure that there are uses for this outside of an IDI debriefing, but that's primarily what we use them for here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I truly hope that you are interacting with the Hubble, especially the Hubble Toolbox. So we really would love to see people not only consuming the materials that are curated there, but also contributing to the curation. So please feel free to review tools that you find there and give us what your experience was with them. Give us advice about what context you found them helpful or not helpful, effective or not, ways that you would change them, all kinds of stuff like that. And you can also contribute new tools of your own. We would be happy to help you with that curation process. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.